Hello everyone, this is Val with you. I hope you're doing well, and today we're gonna continue the topic of IELTS. To be exact, it's how to score band 8 or 9 in the reading part of IELTS exam. Stay with me and let's do it. If you enjoy my videos and find them useful for you, don't forget to put the thumbs up and subscribe my channel so you will get to know more and more every week. Previously, I did a couple of videos about the IELTS exam, how to succeed and how to score band 8 and the listening part. Today we're gonna talk more in details of tips and tricks of how to do the reading part and to make sure that you get more than 7 at least. My exam was a paper-based exam which consists of 40 questions, and I got 60 minutes to do that. And as the part of listening, each passage become harder and harder. No need to mention that the last part is considered to be the hardest part from the entire reading part of IELTS exam. Another difference between reading part and listening is that you don't have extra time to transfer your answers on the answer sheet. So what I suggest in this case, after each passage, when you finish, you transfer the answers straight away. Last time I saw a girl at the exam who didn't follow this tip, and she transferred all the answers in the end, and she didn't manage to do them all, and they just took the paper from her and crossed all her answers. So make sure that you don't be that girl and do that after each passage. The next 2 tips which I would like to share with you didn't work for me, but maybe it will work for you. One of the tips I learned it from the training center. We were told to start from the hardest part and then go to the simple ones. So basically, what our IELTS teacher said, start from the passage number 3 and then go to the first and the second. So for me, it didn't work because I like to use this technique going from the easier to the hardest. But I know exactly people from my group who use this technique and it helped them. So they started from the hardest part, and then they moved to the easiest, and they did it super fast. So they spent their fresh mind were focused on the hardest part, and they spent most of the time there. Try this tip, maybe it will work for you. Another one is also may work for you, but it doesn't apply for me. Read the whole text and then answer the questions. It doesn't work for me. You can try it. In my case, what I will do, I will read the question, I will highlight the keywords. Yes, again, we are coming back to the highlighting the keywords. You can use your pencil and you can make marks directly on the sheet. You highlight the keywords and then you search the answer in the text one by one. This is how it works for me, guys. Probably you're one of the people who read the text first and then remember it and then answer the questions. For me, it's not the case. My memory is a fish memory. I remember only a few minutes. If you like me, read the question, search for the answer in the text, and then come back to the question again. Keywords. Of course, keywords is everywhere, are important. I think lots of YouTubers do about them. Highlight the keywords, look for them in the text, look at them in the question. And it's not necessarily be the same. In the context, it's going to be different. And the questions, they're usually using a synonyms. So it's not going to be exactly the same word. It's going to be paraphrased. They will use paraphrases. They will use synonyms. You have to understand the meaning, what exactly they're asking in the question in order to find it in the text. I will give you a clue. Usually they give the answers or the most important information in the beginning and in the end. It's very, very rare when the keywords and the answer is hidden in the middle of the text. Usually it's lots of adjectives, description. So the main idea is going to be either in the beginning or in the end of the passage. Look for that. I think I said the same before. Don't lose your time. Don't focus if you don't know the answer. Just leave it and you will come back to it when you have time. It's very important for you to accomplish the entire task, to cover all the questions. And if you are not sure in some of them, you always can come back. That's what happened to me. From the entire reading part, I didn't know the answer of 3 questions. And surprisingly, when I finished the entire passage, I came back because I still have extra time. So I could focus, I could read it through without skimming the text, reading it carefully, and eventually I found the answers of these questions. So don't waste your time, just leave it, and you can always come back to it in the end. A very obvious tip I will give you now is work on your weaknesses. I think for the most of the people it's gonna be true, false, or not giving, and I'm sure that lots of people are confused with this exercise. So try to focus and practice exactly where you think you are not good at. Do it several times at home, ask for help, search for the materials which can help you in order to turn these weaknesses to your strength. Practice it every day. Try to find a time, read lots of books. It will also help you to improve your vocabulary, because in the reading part we'll put lots of words which we never even heard in our life. This is what I faced. I know that it's different from the academic test. Even in general IELTS, they will use some complicated synonyms and they will paraphrase the word that you will be like, Jesus Christ, what they're talking about, I don't understand. So you don't have to understand, you just need to get an idea while you will be skimming the text. That's what we're gonna talk about next. You need to skim the text because you don't have time, to see it, have a cup of coffee and just translate each word. It's like, what they're talking about. Oh, I didn't understand. Let me read it again. Yeah, you don't have time for this. So in this case, skimming text, it's working. I'm trying to skim it through, but at the same time, I'm highlighting the key words so I will remember and I will focus my attention on them while I'm doing skimming. I would suggest to skim the text, of course. Don't waste 30 minutes of reading one passage, but still do it wisely. If you're skimming text, make sure that in the same time you're highlighting the key words. It will stay here when you need to come back and search for the answer. Spelling. I think I'm talking about it so much. Spelling is important. When you transfer answers on the answer sheet, make sure that you didn't miss any letters and your grammar is correct. Because if you didn't spell it correctly, I'm sorry, you're gonna lose your marks. So be careful while you're transferring your answers. In the end, I would like to add that you need to start to read books in English, guys. I cannot even describe how much it helped me to pass my IELTS successfully. Reading books will help you in many ways. It's not only improving your vocabulary, it will help you for all parts of IELTS exam, for listening and for reading and for speaking and for writing, for everything. So today, after this video, you need to run to the shop, buy a book in English and start to read, and you will see how significantly you will improve in your English. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you find it useful, I'm expecting for you a thumbs up. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week. Bye.